I'm doing another Blue Lock tier list, but this time we're tiering characters based off their weapons. This is to chapter 98 of the manga, or till the end of the first season. So let's get into it. So I'm just gonna go based off how they have listed here. And so first we have Henri. Henri does not have a weapon. Not much to be said there. And I'm doing this kind of blind without thinking prior. So let me think who has a solid C tier of an ability. And I think Gagamaru would be a good character as of right now to base it off of. Gagamaru, I'm just gonna say Gagamaru. He has a solid C tier ability right now, or weapon. His weapon is that he has a flexible body. Next up, I'm not really going in order, so I'm sorry about that. I will go in order after this. Ego has no weapon that we know of as of now. And this guy, as of what we know right now, has no weapon. Sorry guys, this is post Seagull, and I just want to say that is kind of embarrassing. Of course that guy does not have a weapon. He is a manager, or like an owner of Japanese soccer. So of course he wouldn't have a weapon. I don't know why I said that. Please continue back to the video. D tier? I'm just trying to list out all the tiers so we got something to go off of. For D tier, I have Kuan. His weapon is, I believe, his jumping ability, and that is a very situational weapon. We've seen him do it once or twice, I believe, and essentially he just gets headers easier than other characters. Next up for B tier, I think I'm gonna have to go with Kunigami. And the reason why I'm putting Kunigami in B tier, even though he has a really good weapon, that being his mid-range shot, there's just characters that, or should we move him to A tier? Because think about that mid-range shot, it's quite OP if we think about it. And the thing about Kunigami as well, people really discourage him or like place him down as a player in the first season because they say he never really earned his goal he got a pass to. But if you think about it, in the real world, right, not real world, but like in soccer in general, that happens, you know what I mean? People pass the ball to your striker and people get hyped over that striker scoring. So I mean, I think I'm gonna have to move Kunigami up. He just creates a better he has some more of a shooting opportunity, and mid-range, it's quite crazy if we think about it. I explained that so horribly, and I am so sorry, but I'm just gonna rephrase. Kunigami A tier, mid-range shot, good. Not much more to say about that. And for B tier, okay, hear me out. I'm gonna drop Kunigami B tier, Bachira A tier. Their dribbling is so crazy. They out-dribbled a whole team. Like, I don't think anybody in the real world has close of an ability like that, dribbling ability like that. And then for S tier, this one's obvious. Isagi's spatial awareness and direct shot. Bro has two weapons if we really think about it. And I mean, spatial awareness is just such a good like playmaker ability. He has the opportunity to just be a really good teammate. And direct shot, essentially I looked into it because I was confused what direct shot is. It is shooting the ball or like kicking the ball without trapping it or stopping it, and just kicking it while it's still rolling or getting past to you. And I'd say direct shot's kind of like a B tier Kunigami level, but spatial awareness definitely S tier ability. Now that we have our foundations laid out, muscle guy, I think we're gonna have to put him low B tier. Okay, wait. Yeah, I feel confident with that. I like this now. Low B tier because yeah, his physique is really good. Yes, he is a fantastic player. He really doesn't have anything other than his physique. Like, you can't really guard him. He's hard to guard. If you don't have a good physique as well. Abaro struggled, so I think this guy literally has the best physique in Blue Lock. So this guy's going top C tier because his weapon, I believe, is long limbs, and that's basically Gagamaru, but on crack, because he did more than Gagamaru. I believe he stole the ball. He stole the ball that one time, I believe, and he's just able to do more than Gagamaru's flexibility. Next up, we have Baru, and for okay, so I believe Baru's weapon is Feint Chops, and for Baru, we seen them use it one time in the anime, but for him, as the type of player he is, that kind of selfish like mentality of only not passing and doing the most as yourself as an individual, that weapon truly helps him out because we saw it in that I believe it was that 3v3. Yeah, it was that 3v3, and we just saw him. Oh, I don't know if I should drop it down now, because if we think about it, it's kind of like a worse Bachira ability, because Bachira did that too. We might have to move Bachira up low-key, because I feel like Bachira's dribbling. Bachira can do more than just Feint Chops, because Feint Chops is like one thing. Bachira has like a whole skill set that comes with that dribbling. So I'm liking this so far. I'm liking this list. Next up is Chigiri, and another S tier. I think we're gonna have to put it there though, because there was some. No, actually, because Chigiri can evolve, and I believe Chigiri has 2 weapons compared to Bachira's 1. Chigiri created a new passing or dribbling style for himself, where he uses his foot to dribble the ball, like the top of his foot, so he can use his speed. Because before, when he had possession of the ball, it slowed him down. But with that evolution, he is able to like keep up with the ball, so he doesn't have to slow down, and that's already crazy. And I believe Chigiri is one of the fastest players in Blue Lock. So, and that's his weapon, is his speed, and his speed is so crazy. He started from, I believe it was the 4th, 5th episode. He started from his goal and made it all the way to the other goal, just like that. That is insane speed, because if you know how big a soccer field is, yeah, enough said. So no weapon. I'm gonna change this to / haven't seen. And we haven't seen this guy's weapon. We haven't seen his weapon. We have not seen his Lemon. What even is Lemon's weapon? I gotta Google this real quick. He said it himself. I had to Google it. He has no weapon. He said he doesn't have a weapon. So that's crazy already. Igarashi. So, okay. This is getting into theory territory. He said his weapon is his like undying spirit. But I believe Igarashi's weapon is his luck. Because there is no way this guy survived second selection. There's no way this guy made it to the end of the season. For that, since it's a theory, an idea, and we don't really know if it is true, I'm gonna put that in D tier, but I really do think this guy's weapon is his luck. I don't know who this guy is, so we're gonna put him in D tier. The brothers, okay, so the brothers work as like a duo. Their weapon is they're able to read each other's like minds by looking at their eyes, and we saw where that got them, and one of them lost their brother. So we're gonna move them to D tier, because essentially they need each other, And if they were to be separated or not play with each other, then they're essentially useless. So D tier. No weapon. I don't think Kira has a weapon. I think he's just a good person. No weapon. Nagi. Okay, so trapping the ball. Essentially, from how I understand how Nagi's weapon works, when he obtains the ball while it's in the air, when he traps it, he essentially has like a reset over the ball, and he can create opportunities for himself and but essentially just himself. Like we saw him do that crazy kick on Team Z. So I think when he traps it, he can pass. So it's kind of like a playmaker ability, kind of striker. It's like an all-rounder type ability. But I think we're gonna put that in top of B tier. We haven't seen his weapon. This guy, bottom D tier, because his weapon's like he can get around the pitch, I believe. But Isagi stole his weapon and did it better. So if you're claiming to have a weapon and then somebody does it better than you, yeah, I'm sorry, you got robbed. Nico. So how I understand it, Isagi's spatial awareness is like an offensive type. Nico's is like a defensive spatial awareness. So we haven't seen much of him, but if used correctly, that's kind of busted, because spatial awareness is, I feel like, more of a midfielder defender ability. So if we see Nico use that spatial awareness correctly, might be better usage than Isagi. We haven't seen, I don't think this guy has a weapon. Raichi's is endurance, and that is so important during a soccer game. If you know how long soccer games are, I think it's like 90 minutes, somewhere around that, and you're just constantly running. There's no stopping unless you get subbed. This guy has a perfect weapon of always being like a vital player and always being there. Let me double check Rio's weapon. I don't believe Rio does have a weapon. He is like just a strong all-rounder, so he doesn't really have a weakness. So just for that, I think we're gonna have to put him above Raichi. Just being good at everything and not really having one weakness, that's really good, and you are a very vital player. You can be like, if you don't suck at like one thing, you can play any position, and that's kind of important. Like, you're gonna be a good midfielder, a good striker, a good defender, and he has just those skills for any of those positions. Rin, Rin just did it better than Isagi. I'm sorry. Like, Isagi's weapon, like, he's using his weapon and then it just doesn't go his way. Rin's perfect shot / curve shot, we didn't see it get blocked by Blue Lock Man. That's the goalie. So as of now, and that soccer where he kicked one ball and then kicked another one, that was cold. We just seen him just keep succeeding with his weapons. So as of now, we're gonna have to put him in S tier. We have not seen his weapon. It hurts me because I know Shido is cool, but we didn't see his weapon yet. Have not seen his weapon. Bro doesn't have a weapon. So, have not seen. Oh, okay, now we're getting into fun territory. Zenitsu Zanetsu. I'm gonna put him, let me think. Chigiri was able to find a weakness in his ability. Chigiri was able to find that weakness in his ability. But his weapon is still good because he can essentially outspeed anybody in a short distance. So I think we're gonna just have to put him in B tier. Loki's Godspeed. Yikes, that is scary. S tier for sure. I believe Pablo, I forgot his name. We saw him do like that stuff with his eyes, which essentially is like not spatial awareness, but like a physical version of spatial awareness. Very good midfielder ability for sure. Does Silva have a weapon? So I was wrong about Pablo. Essentially he is like a midfielder type, but it's not really like spatial awareness, it's more like passing. He can pass like in tight corners when there's a lot of people on him, so I think I'm gonna have to put him slightly lower in the A tier. Still a really good weapon, don't get me wrong. Adam, also extreme physique, but he is a offense player, not defense. And then this guy is dribbling, and I think I'm gonna have to put him higher than Bachira because Bachira's weapon is dribbling, but this is a top 5 of the world player whose weapon is also dribbling. So yeah, that's pretty much the tier list for season 1 / manga chapter 98. Let me know if you agree / disagree with this list, and I hope to see you in the next video.